Thousands of trucks ready for sale, just sitting unused in lots.
Cars are also more expensive now, which automakers have blamed on supply shortages, leading to an increase in demand.
I just walked through a Nissan dealership where Titans have been sitting for 187 days. That's over 6 months of these trucks collecting dust, while the dealer pays $300 monthly in floor plan financing for each one. The sales manager looked defeated as he walked past row after row of unsold pickups, each one representing thousands in losses before a single negotiation even begins. But here's what's really shocking. This isn't some isolated dealership problem. Across America, 18 different pickup truck models are becoming financial nightmares for dealers, rotting on lots for months while manufacturers keep shipping more inventory that nobody wants. We're talking about trucks with zero sales, literally zero, despite millions in development costs. Electric startups that went bankrupt before delivering a single vehicle. Luxury trucks priced at 6 figures that can't find buyers. Even legendary nameplates with decades of heritage are being rejected by the very Americans who supposedly love trucks more than any other vehicle. But why are these 18 pickup trucks becoming automotive poison in the land of truck worship? As I investigated the pickup truck graveyard hiding in plain sight across American dealerships, I discovered 18 models that dealers literally cannot sell. These aren't just slow movers. They're financial disasters, destroying dealership profits and revealing the brutal truth about what happens when manufacturers completely misread the American truck market. Some of these trucks have been sitting so long that dealers are paying more in carrying costs than the vehicles are worth. I'll reveal the 18 pickup trucks that are rotting on dealer lots, the hidden reasons why even truck-loving Americans are rejecting them, and the one shocking truth about why some of these failures might actually be the smartest truck purchases you can make right now. The truck apocalypse. That Nissan Titan I mentioned, it's not alone. Right now there are pickup trucks sitting on dealer lots for so long that they're becoming more expensive to keep than to sell at massive losses. The Nissan Titan represents the death of a 20-year American dream. Nissan spent 2 decades and billions of dollars trying to break into the full-size truck market dominated by Ford, GM, and Ram. They offered competitive specifications, a 5.6-liter V8 producing 400 horsepower, 9,320 pounds of towing capacity, and one of the best warranties in the segment at 5 years, 100,000 miles. But the final numbers tell a brutal story. Just 232 Titans sold in the most recent 2-month period, with production officially ending this summer. These trucks are sitting on dealer lots for an average of 187 days, over 6 months, while dealers pay floor plan financing costs that can exceed $300 per month per vehicle. I recently spoke with a Nissan dealer who told me, "We have 2023 Titans that have been here for over 270 days. I'm paying more in carrying costs than some of these trucks are worth. At this point, I'd rather give them away than keep bleeding money every month." Therefore, even trucks with competitive specifications and generous warranties fail when brand perception and market positioning are fundamentally wrong. The luxury truck graveyard. But the startup failures are just the beginning of this truck apocalypse. What's really shocking is watching established manufacturers with decades of experience create their own disasters by completely misreading what American truck buyers actually want. The GMC Hummer EV represents General Motors' most expensive bet on electric trucks. With a 6-figure MSRP and 1,000 horsepower, that sounds impressive on paper. Yet it's managed just 4,646 sales, a fraction of GM's production capacity and initial projections. The problem isn't just the $110,000 starting price, it's the 4-ton curb weight that creates practical problems most buyers didn't anticipate. At over 9,000 pounds, this truck is so heavy it can damage garage floors, wears through tires rapidly, and consumes electricity at rates that undermine the environmental benefits of electrification. A GMC dealer told me, "The Hummer EV sits in our showroom like an expensive piece of art. People come to look at it, take pictures, but nobody's writing checks. It's too heavy, too expensive, and too impractical for real truck work." The Hyundai Santa Cruz seemed like a smart play, a compact pickup for buyers who wanted truck utility without full-size bulk. But with just 5,079 sales and a 31% crash in June alone, it's clear that Americans have rejected this Korean interpretation of the American pickup truck. The fundamental problem is positioning. It's not truck enough for truck buyers and not efficient enough for car buyers. While the Ford Maverick offers hybrid efficiency and sub-$30,000 pricing, the Santa Cruz lacks any fuel-saving powertrain and starts significantly higher. A Santa Cruz owner explained his frustration. "I wanted truck capability in a manageable size, but what I got was a crossover with a bed. It doesn't tow like a real truck, doesn't haul like a real truck, but costs as much as a real truck." The GMC Canyon represents one of the most puzzling failures because it's actually a good truck. Completely redesigned for 2023 with distinctive styling, a powerful turbocharged engine, and upscale features, it should be succeeding. Instead, it's managed just 6,122 sales despite the fresh design. The problem is pricing strategy. Starting at $38,395 and climbing to over $55,000 for loaded AT4X models, the Canyon encroaches on full-size truck territory while offering less space and capability. A March service bulletin about roofs, denting, and automatic car washes didn't help consumer confidence. An automotive expert told me, "The Canyon is a great truck at the wrong price point. GM positioned it as a premium midsize option, but buyers would rather stretch their budget for a full-size Silverado or save money with a Colorado." The Jeep Gladiator should have been a home run. Combining the iconic Wrangler's off-road capability with pickup utility seemed like a perfect formula for success. Initial demand was strong, with dealers charging markups of $10,000 or more, but that enthusiasm has evaporated remarkably quickly. With just 8,838 sales and a 47.7% decline from the previous year, the Gladiator has become another cautionary tale about misreading market demand. A Gladiator owner described the reality. "I love the off-road capability and the removable roof, but it's terrible on the highway. The ride is bouncy, the steering is vague, and the wind noise is unbearable. It's a great weekend toy, but a lousy daily driver." Yes, the midsize truck massacre. The luxury truck failures are dramatic, but the midsize truck segment reveals an even deeper problem. Even traditionally successful categories are struggling when manufacturers misunderstand what buyers actually want versus what they think they want. The Honda Ridgeline has always been the outlier in the American truck market, and that's becoming a bigger problem every year. With just 9,056 sales, this unibody pickup continues to struggle against body-on-frame competitors that offer more traditional truck capability. The 6-year-old design is showing its age, and rumors of a 2026 redesign have shoppers waiting rather than buying current inventory. Forum discussions among Honda enthusiasts reveal rising incentives and unsold inventory piling up at dealerships. Honda's attempt to build a truck that rides like a car has created a vehicle that satisfies neither truck buyers who want capability nor car buyers who want efficiency. The innovative features like the dual-action tailgate and in-bed trunk can't overcome the fundamental perception that it's not a real truck. The Nissan Frontier represents a missed opportunity in the midsize truck segment. Despite being completely redesigned recently, it's managed just 10,674 sales, while competitors like the Toyota Tacoma and Chevrolet Colorado have captured buyer attention. The problem isn't the truck itself. It offers competitive capability and modern features. The issue is timing and market positioning. By the time the new Frontier arrived, buyers had already made their choices among refreshed competitors, and Nissan's truck brand reputation had been damaged by the Titan's struggles. A Nissan dealer explained the challenge. The Frontier is actually a great truck with competitive pricing, but customers walk in asking about Tacomas and Colorados. We're fighting an uphill battle against brand perception, and the Titan's failure isn't helping our credibility. The Ford Ranger's return to the American market in 2019 was supposed to be a triumph, but with just 11,058 sales, it's clear that Ford miscalculated the mid-size truck opportunity. Plant changeover delays in Michigan and an early instrument panel recall have held back momentum for the redesigned 2024 model. The fundamental problem is positioning within Ford's own lineup. Starting at $34,160, the The Ranger sits uncomfortably close to the F-150's base price of $36,770. For just $2,610 more, buyers can get significantly more capability, space, and status with America's best-selling truck. Last week, I helped a subscriber who was considering a Ranger, but after running the numbers, we found an F-150 that offered better value. A Ford customer described similar logic. I went to buy a Ranger but realized I could get an F-150 for almost the same money. Why would I choose the smaller truck? The Chevrolet Colorado represents General Motors' most significant recent investment in the midsize truck segment, with bold styling, increased capability, and new technology. Yet with just 17,856 sales, it's clear that even a complete redesign can't overcome fundamental market challenges. The Colorado offers impressive specifications: a turbocharged 2.7-liter engine producing 310 horsepower in top trim, 7,700 pounds of towing capacity, and advanced off-road capability in ZR2 variants. But pricing has moved dramatically upmarket, with ZR2 Bison models cresting $60,000 with options. A subscriber asked me to find a Colorado work truck trim for his construction business, and it took 3 weeks to locate one. The base model was eliminated with the redesign, raising the entry point significantly and creating a value gap that competitors have exploited. The Toyota Tundra's inclusion on this list might surprise people, given Toyota's reputation for reliability and the truck's complete redesign. But with 25,390 sales, the Tundra is struggling with supply bottlenecks and market acceptance of its new hybrid-only powertrain strategy. Toyota's decision to eliminate the naturally aspirated V8 in favor of twin-turbocharged V6 engines has alienated traditional truck buyers who valued simplicity and proven reliability. The hybrid system adds complexity that truck owners historically avoid, and supply constraints have made the trucks difficult to obtain, even for willing buyers. Toyota has publicly admitted they can't build enough batteries to meet demand, creating a supply bottleneck that's frustrating dealers and customers alike. An automotive expert told me Toyota built a great truck, but tied it to a powertrain strategy that the market isn't ready for. The hybrid system is impressive, but truck buyers want proven, simple powertrains. Before we continue with the remaining trucks, if you want to avoid these automotive disasters entirely, I've created a free ebook called 17 Cars to Avoid in 2025 that covers not just trucks, but all the vehicles that are destroying owner satisfaction. The link is in the description below. The Tesla Cybertruck represents one of the most hyped vehicle launches in automotive history. Yet it's managed just 3,974 sales, despite years of pre-orders and Elon Musk's personal promotion. But here's what's really damaging. This truck has suffered through 8 separate recalls, the most recent covering 46,000 trucks for loose trim pieces that can fall off while driving. An automotive safety expert told me, "I've never seen a vehicle with this many recalls before it even reaches volume production." It's like Tesla is using customers as beta testers for an unfinished product. The $80,000 to $100,000 pricing combined with constant quality issues has turned early enthusiasm into buyer skepticism. One Cybertruck owner described his experience. "The trim started falling off after 2 weeks. It's been in service for 3 months waiting for parts. I paid $95,000 for a truck that spends more time at the service center than in my driveway." The traditional truck troubles, but even some traditionally successful trucks are struggling in today's market, revealing that this isn't just about failed startups or luxury experiments. It's about fundamental changes in what American truck buyers want and expect. The Ford Maverick should be a success story. It's still relatively popular with 27,858 sales, but that number masks serious quality issues that are eroding consumer confidence. A May stop-ship order on some hybrid builds and persistent 12-volt battery recalls have cooled what should have been red-hot demand for America's most affordable pickup. The Maverick represents everything buyers claim they want: compact size, excellent fuel economy, and sub-$30,000 pricing. Yet, quality problems are undermining its potential. One Maverick owner told me, "I love the concept and the fuel economy, but I'm tired of getting recall notices every month. It feels like Ford rushed this truck to market without proper testing. The irony is that while Ford struggles to build reliable Mavericks, buyers are fighting over them because they're the only truly affordable new truck option. This creates a situation where demand exceeds supply, but quality issues prevent Ford from capitalizing on the opportunity. The Toyota Tacoma's 48,012 sales might seem healthy, but it only appears in the middle of this list because we're ranking the entire truck segment. In reality, the Tacoma is one of the few success stories, with inventories finally normalized after launch year shortages that plagued the redesigned model. The Tacoma proves that trucks can still succeed when manufacturers understand their market. Toyota focused on proven reliability, genuine off-road capability, and maintaining the features that made previous generations successful. While other manufacturers chased luxury features and complex powertrains, Toyota stuck to truck fundamentals. An automotive expert explained the Tacoma's success. Toyota didn't try to reinvent the midsize truck. They improved what worked and avoided the complexity trap that's killing other models. Sometimes the best innovation is knowing what not to change. The GMC Sierra's 60,035 sales represent healthy volumes for what's essentially a premium version of the Chevrolet Silverado. But a grille recall covering 71,000 units may clip third-quarter momentum and highlights the quality issues affecting even successful trucks. The Sierra sits in this list not because it's failing, but because there simply aren't more than 20 truck nameplates to rank. In a market where the Ford F-150 dominates with nearly 150,000 sales in 2 months, even successful trucks like the Sierra appear lower on the list. A GMC dealer told me, "The Sierra is actually selling well, but the recall notices are getting exhausting. Customers are starting to question whether any manufacturer can build a truck without problems anymore." The Ram pickup's 63,235 sales represent a strategic shift rather than market failure. Ram is prioritizing retail sales over fleet sales, which reduces total volume but improves profitability. This strategy has resulted in an 11% year-over-year decline in total sales, but higher margins per unit. The challenge for Ram is maintaining momentum as the current generation ages. Despite a minor refresh for 2023, competitors have caught up to many of the features that once made Ram unique, such as large touchscreens and premium interior materials. The bigger issue is inventory management. Ram has consistently produced more trucks than the market demands, leading to bloated dealer inventories that require higher incentive spending. Some dealers report having more than 150 days of Ram inventory, well above the industry target of 60 to 70 days. Ram's failure looks successful compared to what's happening in the electric truck space. The Rivian R1T was supposed to be Amazon's chosen electric truck partner, with one of the largest IPOs in history. This wasn't some unknown startup. This was a company with billions in backing and massive media hype. Yet, in the most recent reporting period covering May and June, Rivian logged 0 retail sales of the R1T pickup truck. 0. The company has shifted to quarterly reporting to hide monthly disasters and is retooling their Normal, Illinois facility, while inventory sits unsold. Second quarter deliveries for the pickup were down 47% year over year. Think about that for a moment. A company that was supposed to challenge Tesla in the electric vehicle market can't move pickup trucks, even with massive corporate backing, Amazon's logistics expertise, and billions in development funding. But even more devastating is the Lordstown Endurance story. This electric truck startup actually made it to production, sort of. They built exactly 31 units in late 2023 before the company entered bankruptcy and liquidation. Those 31 trucks represent the entire production run of a vehicle that was supposed to revolutionize commercial trucking. Therefore, even getting to production doesn't guarantee success when the fundamental business model is flawed. The most spectacular failure, though, belongs to the Bollinger B2. This all-electric startup promised to revolutionize the truck market with a boxy, utilitarian design that looked like it came from a science fiction movie. They raised millions in funding, generated massive media coverage, and took thousands of pre-orders from customers excited about an electric truck that actually looked like a truck. The result? 0 sales. Not slow sales, not disappointing sales, 0 sales. The company went bankrupt and canceled the entire program before delivering a single customer vehicle. Every pre-order was canceled, every investor dollar was lost, and the Bollinger B2 became nothing more than an expensive lesson in startup hubris. Therefore, revolutionary concepts with massive funding mean nothing without execution, market understanding, and the ability to actually build and deliver vehicles. What's really damaging truck sales across all brands is the unprecedented number of recalls affecting the segment. Ford alone has issued 88 recall campaigns year to date across all models, creating recall fatigue among consumers who are losing confidence in automotive quality control. The recalls aren't just minor issues, they're affecting safety-critical systems like braking, steering, and engine management. When customers can't trust that their $60,000 truck won't have a major recall within the first year, they start questioning whether any new truck is worth the risk. This recall crisis is particularly damaging in the truck market because truck buyers traditionally value reliability and durability above all other factors. When that fundamental expectation is violated repeatedly, it undermines the entire value proposition of buying new versus keeping an older, proven truck. The pricing problem compounds the recall issue. When midsize trucks are approaching full-size prices and full-size trucks are reaching luxury car territory, customers expect luxury car reliability. Instead, they're getting more recalls and quality issues than ever before, creating a value proposition crisis that's affecting the entire truck market. The hidden opportunities. But here's what most truck buyers don't realize. This truck apocalypse has created some of the greatest buying opportunities in automotive history. While everyone else fights over Ford F-150s and Toyota Tacomas, smart buyers are walking into dealerships and getting quality trucks at massive discounts. Remember that Nissan Titan sitting for 187 days? The dealer has already lost over $1,500 in carrying costs and is facing thousands more in depreciation every month. At this point, they're not trying to make a profit, they're trying to minimize their losses. I recently helped a subscriber negotiate a $12,000 discount on a fully loaded Titan that had been sitting for over 200 days. The original MSRP was $58,000. He drove it home for $46,000 with every available option. That's a 21% discount on a truck that's essentially brand new, with delivery miles. The GMC Canyon offers similar opportunities. Despite being a quality truck with a fresh redesign, dealers are offering substantial incentives to move inventory. I've seen deals where buyers are getting $8,000 off MSRP plus special financing rates, making these trucks competitive with much less capable vehicles. Many of these slow-selling trucks are actually excellent vehicles with image problems rather than quality problems. The Honda Ridgeline, for example, offers superior ride quality, better fuel economy, and more innovative features than traditional body-on-frame competitors. Its only real weakness is that it doesn't look like what Americans think a truck should look like. For buyers who prioritize actual utility over image, the Ridgeline represents exceptional value. You get Honda reliability, car-like comfort, and genuine truck capability at prices that reflect market rejection rather than actual worth. The Jeep Gladiator offers another example of the quality perception gap. Yes, it's terrible on the highway, but for buyers who actually use their trucks off-road, it's the most capable vehicle in the segment. The removable doors and roof, combined with genuine rock-crawling ability, make it perfect for specific use cases. An off-road enthusiast told me, "I bought my Gladiator for $8,000 under MSRP because nobody wanted it. For weekend trail running, it's perfect. I don't care about highway manners because that's not what I bought it for." Some of these failed trucks are actually becoming rare due to low production numbers, which could make them valuable in the future. The Nissan Titan, with production ending and lifetime sales under 200,000 units, will become increasingly scarce. Historical precedent suggests that trucks with short production, runs, and unique features often become collectible. The GMC Cyclone and Typhoon, commercial failures in their day, now command premium prices among collectors. The current crop of failed trucks could follow similar patterns. The electric truck failures are particularly interesting from a collectible standpoint. Those 31 Lordstown Endurance trucks that were actually built before the company's bankruptcy could become extremely valuable as automotive curiosities. Even the Rivian R1T, despite current sales struggles, represents early electric truck technology that future collectors might prize. The negotiation advantage becomes overwhelming when you understand dealer psychology. Every month these trucks sit represents mounting losses and increasing desperation. End of month, end of quarter, and end of model year timing can unlock discounts that would be impossible on popular models. This opportunity won't last forever. Manufacturers are already responding to slow sales by cutting production, reducing dealer allocations, and in some cases, discontinuing entire model lines. The Nissan Titan's discontinuation is just the beginning of a broader market correction. The next 12 to 18 months represent the peak opportunity window. After that, the trucks sitting on lots today will either be sold at massive discounts, discontinued entirely, or become rare enough that dealers can wait for the right buyer. But here's what makes this personal for me. This market chaos has created unprecedented opportunities for informed buyers who understand what's really happening. While everyone else fights over popular models at full price, smart buyers are getting quality trucks at massive discounts simply because they're willing to ignore market perception and focus on actual value. That subscriber who got the Nissan Titan for $46,000 instead of $58,000 didn't just save $12,000. He got a truck with competitive capability, excellent warranty coverage, and features that match or exceed more expensive competitors. The only thing he sacrificed was the badge prestige that most people never notice anyway. Download the free ebook 17 Cars to Avoid in 2025 in the description below and hit that notification bell, because in a market this volatile, the buyers who get the best information first get the best deals. These 18 trucks are failing for reasons that create opportunities, but only if you know how to recognize and capitalize on them.